Welcome back, everyone, and we're to our next step. We're getting somewhere. I see the oil is in the pan.
That's right. As a matter of fact, I'm using that pan to coat the the onions with a little bit of oil, and you're going to be grilling those in a moment for me. Meanwhile, I want to show you a couple of things, guys. First, if we want to get things out of our way, so we have a clean cutting board to work with. So I'm going to roughly chop our fresh herbs. I've shown this before on the program, and you bring everything together, you put it and press, and then you cut. And then you see it's going to become so much, there's a resistance against the blade, and that way your blade is not working and your arm is not getting tired for no reason. And you keep chopping and chopping and chopping to the consistency and the size that you wish. Then we're going to use the same knife, and we're going to push our herbs away and never remove the blade off the knife at the board, because why? That way you don't cut yourself. Now, let's bring the tomatoes that we blanch. Blanching we talk about all the time here, and that is when you cook it in hot water and you cool it in ice water. Look at the skin. This is 15 seconds. Look at the skin that comes right off.
So that just helps the skin come off?
Exactly.
That's the purpose of blanching?
Exactly. Blanching is not only for tomato. They show you that we can use it for other things. And blanching is when you partially cook it in hot water and you stop the cooking process in cold water, ice water. And in this case of tomato, that's exactly what it does. It helps the skin come off. Once we get the skin off the tomato, what we're going to do is, I want you to remember this at home again. Look, we have one cut straight down, turn it 90 degrees, another cut. Now you have 4 wedges of tomato. You see this? Then what you're going to do is you're going to go right here in the bottom and cut the seeds off. The seeds come right off. You see that? The seeds come off. Don't you dare. That's not going to go to waste at all. We're going to use that in our sauce. We're going to do those with the tomatoes. And once we have those done, we're going to cut them in the size of a fajita. And the fajita basically means cummerbund. And we're going to cut them in strips. So turn it around and cut them into strips and get them ready for your pasta sauce. We're going to do the same here.
So it just makes it taste bad when you have the skin still on it?
The skin of the tomato and the seeds are 60% of the acidity of the tomato. When you're using fresh tomato, I'd rather you do that. And first of all, not only for the sake of the acidity, maybe sometimes you like your tomato sauce acidic, but I want you to start working with these knife skills here and there, all of you at home, so you see what I'm talking about. And it's very, very easy to do this. The more you have ownership of what you create, the more you love what you create. Meanwhile, for you, if you would toss this together and take them one at a time and put them on the grill for us, in the grill pan.
Put this on here?
That's correct.
Okay, I'll toss them a little bit.
That's right.
You know, I just bought one of these for the first time ever.
Good for you.
The tongs? Yeah.
This is a compliment. I make her life even more enjoyable because she's beginning to enjoy cooking.
He does.
And that's what we do here. And all of you at home, guys, the recipe that I'm going to do today, you haven't seen anything yet. We still have the lake trout that we're going to use some shiitake mushrooms and dust it. The shiitake mushrooms is a dry mushroom that you can buy in any store. You can also find fresh, but you want it dry so you can turn it into powder and pulverize it with some cornstarch, salt, and white pepper. Very simple. Smoky flavors that he's going to enjoy. Now, those of you that love Oriental flavors, ginger, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, all of those can be enhanced and used in this dish as well, and make it yours. And instead of fresh pasta, you use noodles. You can do anything. This is only a fundamental suggestions for flavors, and you make the rest the way you want to do it. When we come back, we're going to finish grilling, and then we're going to start putting the whole dish together. So don't drool yet too much.
But first we have to check in with Brittany Sager.